The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
What are you doing over there, Jag?
Well, so Wifey found this app called QME, Q-M-E-E.
Okay.
And basically you just give them a whole bunch of information about you and your life and your social security number and stuff. And you do surveys for mere pennies.
Q-U-M...
No, Q-M-E-E.
Q-U-M-E.
No U. Don't know where the U's coming from.
Q-M...
E-E.
E-E.
Yes.
QME.
Yes.
As in... Qumupan.
Yes.
But it's a survey.
Yeah, so they have all kinds of surveys, like 2 are universal trends, 1 is entertainment.
And you get little bits of money for filling them out.
Yeah, but I'm already up to $11.75 for just sitting there when I'm bored, like, I'll do a survey.
And how long did that take you to get $11 whatever cents? How many days?
It's like 9 months now. Why, is that bad?
It's not great. Seriously, though, like, how long did it take you to accrue the $11 and...
Maybe a week.
Okay. How many surveys did you fill out?
Maybe a 12, 15.
All right. I
Yeah,
guess.
but when you're bored and you're just sitting there, it's like, this one's 91 cents. It's like, all right, I'm bored anyhow, so this is how I feel about this. Here's mine.
I don't know if I have, like... I'm thinking about, like,
No,
all the
you
time.
don't have 30 seconds to do a freaking survey.
know,
I can just sit there and be like, I am bored out of my skull. I'm going to do a survey and make extra money.
That is true. Your job is pretty much like that of a pilot. It is hours of sheer boredom punctuated by moments of sheer terror.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Pretty much.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you're just kind of sitting there waiting for the next terror. And then, I guess I'll fill out a survey while I'm waiting for night terrors.
Yeah, and then every now and then you just get a little turbulence where you're like, huh? Oh,
okay,
gotta pay
right,
attention.
Yep, all right.
All right, cool, we're back.
All right, please stay seated.
Yeah, so when I'm sitting and, nothing's happening, I'm just like, I'll do a survey.
Right.
Here's
Keep your brain active!
Well, I downloaded a puzzles app for that, too.
Did you?
Yes, I
What
did.
sort of puzzle is it?
There's some I've never heard of.
It's called Wife. No.
What? No.
Come on,
And
that's
she
funny.
likes you. You better be nice.
I know, but I'm going off the stereotype. Doug laughed a little bit inside. A little bit, yeah, inside, not externally though.
No.
It's,
Because, sweetie,
it's like our show. We don't laugh on the outside, just on the inside.
No, I cry on the inside.
That's all the time.
And
though.
try to laugh on the outside.
Yeah, that too.
So there's some puzzles, like they have Sudoku.
Okay.
They have simple word search.
Okay.
They have a crossword.
Wait. Is it just like word search for simple people, or
A simple word search.
it's simple word search?
Today's words are apple, cat, and dog. Hooray! Wait, just those 3? Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it. How big's the grid? 5 by 5. Right. Got it. Good.
So they have...
Nailed it.
Challenger, which is a more difficult
Okay.
crossword.
Yep.
Regular crossword.
Uh-huh.
They have one
There's
that's
lots
called...
of puzzles you got going on there.
It's called Fudoshiki,
You ever think about, like, writing a book?
about things that already exist. That seems like a waste of time.
I don't know. You could research a book. I got a friend who wrote a book about spies in the Revolutionary War.
No, see, what I want to do is I want to do videos with you
Uh-huh.
on things that they never taught you how to do in high school that you need, like, in life.
Right, but they wouldn't
But
let
you
us
don't
do
have-
that while you're at work.
Yeah, but that seems like real nearsighted.
Yeah, that feels like a current, future, and past you problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have cross sum, which
Uh-huh.
is basically, an equation, and
I was told there would be no math.
oh, there's math.
Okay.
They have Sudoku, and there's like a Super Sudoku. I forget what it's called.
Super Sudoku.
Yeah, hold on. let me
Is
see
it
if I can-
actually called Super Sudoku?
No.
Because that'd be super.
It's called. I can't
Sudoku.
find it. Hold on. No, it's here.
Great.
Oh, Killer Sudoku.
Okay, that's
So Killer Sudoku
Uh-huh.
is the same as regular Sudoku.
So
with
I
the-
would just how I don't like regular Sudoku, whatever the hell it is. I really wouldn't like that one.
Why don't really? I thought you'd be into like these puzzles and stuff.
There's mindless and then there's a little too mindless.
No, that's not mindless. That makes you actually think.
It's not hard though.
It can be hard. Depends on how much you ramp it up.
All right. Anyways,
So like, hold on. Let's do a social experiment.
okay.
Easy, medium, or hard. Pick one for Killer Sudoku.
Hard.
The hard.
Sure.
Let's see if you can do it. There you go.
Lazy.
So
This has to add up to 9, right?
So the rules still exist. If you've never done Sudoku at home, wherever, we don't know. Oh, Doug's right there. All right. So if you've never done Sudoku, what happens is that you're given a 6x6 or a 9x9 grid,
okay.
and you have to get the numbers 1 through 9 in a column in a row in the box of 6 or 9, depending if it's a 6 or a 9 square.
Oh, and they have to add up to those numbers.
Well, they don't add up.
Well,
They just have to be in there. But with the Killer Sudoku, they add the extra challenge of it actually having to add up to the sum given.
okay.
So now you have to make sure you have only the numbers in a row and in a column and in the square, but then they also have to total the sum of what those boxes are.
Okay.
So now I read that a good way to hold off like dementia when you get older is to keep your brain going and do brain puzzles and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, shit, why not do that in my 30s rather than I'm 80 and I don't remember where to poop. So I'm like, let me start doing
It
this
happens,
now.
yeah.
Well, sometimes in my 30s I don't remember where to poop. So
Feels like a you problem.
until I do it in your man bunker building your plane,
Right.
I don't remember where to.
Uh-oh. Yep.
So there's that.
Okay.
And they have one called Picture Cross, which I think I can do Picture Cross. Wait.
I believe in you.
Maybe there's one that's in there that it's a logic puzzle, and I'm just not nearly logical enough to do it.
Okay.
Or illogical.
Here's what I can do. I can either do Sudoku or I can talk on the show. So I'm going to talk on the show.
How'd you do? You got 5 squares.
Yeah,
You got 6 squares, and they don't even total up correct.
Right. Anyways.
Okay, so fail. Picture path, which is they basically give you numbers. Like you'll get like a circle with a 5 and a circle with a 5.
Right.
And you have to get the squares. You have to use 5 squares to get from one to the other.
Okay.
But there's a few combinations of which way you can do it. So you kind of have to put it together on how everything fits, and you fill in every square. Now this is Picture Cross.
Okay.
That's another logic puzzle, and no.
All right.
I've actually watched videos. I'm like, how do you solve a picture cross? It's like, oh, it's simple, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, cheeseburger.
Sure.
And that's all that really comes into my brain. It's just,
Cheeseburger.
yeah, cheeseburger.
All right.
So I still haven't figured that one out.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, no, but. So anyway, money.
Money.
Making money.
Well, not off the puzzles, but off the surveys.
Off the surveys.
UMEE.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you're ever bored, yeah.
Whenever I'm bored, I try and sleep.
Because
Yeah.
it's 3 a.m. It's like, wow, I'm bored. Oh yeah, I should probably sleep.
I should probably sleep now, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Or I'll wake up and it'll the cat will be running around like a maniac, and then pet the cat, get the cat back down, and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, and then she's like, okay, he's asleep. Whee!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just
Yeah,
you just hear.
Yeah, mine do it too.
Yeah, there you go.
And then they're like, let's jump on the bed and then walk on him to get to mom. It's
Yep.
like, thanks, dude.
Thanks for using me as a superhighway.
Yeah,
Hey, so what'd you do this
exactly.
week?
I don't
Other than fill out surveys
know.
and work,
Oh,
and
yeah.
did you go anywhere?
I went to work.
Did you?
Yeah, but I'm on vacation now.
Yeah.
I didn't go anywhere today.
You're on vacation until like a while.
July 5th.
Tell me what that's like.
I don't know yet.
Okay, well it'll be. Is today your first day off?
Today's my normal day off, so my
Right.
first official vacation day is Monday.
Yeah, but you're not. You're off now.
I am off.
You're off now.
I've been off
So
a
are
long
you?
time,
You've
but
been,
I'm-
you've been off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going anywhere?
not.
You gonna drive to the beach? You gonna drive to New York City?
Well,
Get some pizza?
I can go to the beach at the airport,
Yes, you can.
and it's not crowded.
It's
It's
yes, you can. Yeah.
it's
There's
always-
also no water, but yeah,
well, there is. It's just over
not
and down.
down, and not near the sand.
Well, we can fix that.
Yes, I guess. So that sounds
Maybe some day trips. I really want to work on stuff around the house to get it kind of in shape and in order.
okay. Where are you gonna
and
go?
not Broken. Don't know yet.
All right.
Haven't gotten that far. Just maybe do some hiking and walking and stuff.
Nice.
Might drag your ass because you need to like a Scott Sterling moment
Yeah.
of
Well,
just hiking or walking.
that would be nice. Actually, I've been spending a lot of time. So you know this. I finally started working on building my plane.
Yes, you're in the man bunker.
So it's very exciting. So I mostly finished the rudder, and then I realized that because it gives you like photo instructions.
I saw that.
That is, they give you like the CD with all that, and I copied it over to a tablet. Is several years out of date of what's on their website. And I'm like, then why did you
Seriously?
Yeah. So I
wait.
misdrilled one of the tip ribs that was after you there, so now I've had to order a new one. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you should call the company and be like, hey, you gave me outdated
Yeah,
information.
I did. They gave me half off.
Okay.
There you go.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, so I was like, son of
Is
a...
that why the part wasn't lining up?
What's that?
Remember that end piece you were trying to line up and you couldn't tell where it went?
No, that's
Like
fine.
inside the... Did you finally figure it out?
Yeah, I did.
How did you finally figure it out?
Because it fit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, if I put it here, it doesn't fit, but when I put it here, it does fit.
Yeah.
I'm going with that
I
option.
found as many pictures as I could. Like, that's right. Looked at the blueprint. That's right. And it's perfect. Yeah, it's fine.
Hooray.
But it was a different tip rib on the other end, and so I got to wait for that. But now, here's the funny part: is like there's a couple different sections, and one of the things they do is to like one of the starter things is the rudder on like any kit plane. So I'm building a kit plane, which is kind of like
Oh my God, is it going to talk to you?
it. I could probably make it talk to me. Instead of
You're going to have a Knight Rider plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually have it in like sub kits where there's like sometimes they have a starter kit which is just the rudder, which is what I've been working on, but I got like the full tail.
Right.
And I realized something is the starter kit, which they include with like the full tail, is way different than the rest of the kit. Because like I've been like for this I've had to like precisely line stuff up, very meticulously drill stuff, make sure it's exactly freaking
Yes,
even.
but in fairness, you are being extremely anal retentive about this.
Yes, I am. However,
But I can
but
I
it's-
can see that because your life is going to depend on your
yeah, but I'm like, it's
craftsmanship.
like not 9.2 millimeters, fucking 9 millimeters, and here's the line 9 mils, exactly 9 mil here, and like all of that lining it up, and it's exactly 12.2 millimeters between rivets. But
I hope you're using a really fine tip pen.
I am.
Okay.
I have like the very finest tip Sharpie, the one where it's like it's not even felt there. It's like nope, a little metal tip to the little tiny felt. That.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That'll get you pretty damn accurate.
it will. And then so I pretty much like all right until I get those new parts. I put like the rudder on the shelf. I'm like all right, I'm gonna move in on the horizontal stabilizer. So when you're thinking about like a plane, it's like if this is like the rudder here, this is the horizontal stabilizer here. So I'm working on this part now. And I realized like the rest of the kit is way different than the rudder, because the rudder is like you're gonna learn some shit, and then I get to the horizontal stabilizer, and like you remember how I was like kind of like perfectly line up the holes and all of that. The holes are done.
Yeah.
They're all done.
Yay.
So
That's awesome.
it is because I like all right. I pull out the sheet and I'm looking at it like I don't have to drill any of these out. These are all done. And I'm like all right. Well, let me grab the ribs. These are all drilled as well.
So your 5-year plane may now be a 4.5-year plane.
Well, now here's the problem.
Oh, of course
I'm not
there's a
going to have
problem.
money quick enough to like I'm going to finish this freaking tail, and I'm not going to have money enough to get like the fuselage or whatever, you know.
You'll find it somewhere.
So yeah, just if anyone wants to send me several $1,000s, please feel free.
But don't worry, you'll get nothing in return.
Nothing in return. I'll send
Except
you
his gratitude.
and pictures. I'll send you pictures.
Of what?
Whatever. Frankly, if they're sending me that much money, pretty much whatever they want.
So if you'd like pictures of anything, just
Just yeah.
give money to Brad.
Yeah, there you go.
And just say, I want a picture of this. And
Yeah, there you go. Pretty much, yeah.
What if you have like a super fan that you never knew about and it's like, I will send you $20,000 for a naked picture of you.
Yep.
And done!
Yeah.
As soon as that check clears,
Yep.
we're good.
Yep. All right. Let's throw this out there.
All right.
Because, as we like to say, everyone's a whore. It's just at what price?
Mm-hmm.
How much would it take for you to, like, on the front page, like, obviously, you couldn't do this on the front page of Facebook. What amount of money would it take for you to post a completely, like, nude picture of you on, like, Facebook homepage?
Like my page?
Yes.
Well, I don't have any friends, so anything. Doesn't matter.
Let's just say a really public page where everyone you know would see it.
Ah.
Hypothetically,
Yeah, but you got to understand that
such a place exists.
there's a balance here as well.
Yeah?
Because money,
Uh-huh.
wife murder.
Uh-huh.
So I have to find I'm going to get
But-
money, but wife
right,
is
well-
going to be like,
But here's the thing.
I would do that too.
Is there you also have to take into account, there is a value at which if you were to turn it down, you would also be wife murdered.
Yeah, I know, and I got to find that balance. You turned down how much, but I didn't mean I'd have to do this. Murder! We'd be set for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
You fool!
$5,000 isn't that much money.
It's not.
No, is there that value?
I'm sure it's there, I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. No.
But there's definitely a number out
50
there.
grand?
No, not 50 grand.
Really?
No. That wouldn't even pay off my mortgage.
Is it what? Okay, for a naked picture of you to be out there.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a little more pride than that.
You sure?
No. I'm not
All
sure.
right.
But,
Yeah. Well, you know.
yeah, well, yeah, now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
now.
right, yeah.
What about you? Because you got to understand that if that ever surfaced,
Yeah.
which it probably would because if it's on Facebook, it lives forever,
Uh-huh.
that could also cost you your job.
Could it?
Could.
Could it?
Might get you promotion too. Really got to roll the dice on that one.
It's art, Jay. My naked body is art.
It is art.
Yep.
Might be a Picasso.
What if it was
but-
artful? What if it was an artful picture? Just like you posing like a Greek god holding like a clay bowl.
Do I get the little fig leaf?
No.
Aw. Can there be some artist exaggeration?
No.
Oh.
And it's cold.
Damn it. Damn you, shrinkage.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's probably a number. I just don't know what it would be.
No, there's definitely a number.
There's definitely a number.
There's definitely a number.
I just don't know what it is. Oh, side note.
Yeah.
Uh,
oh, great. I love to see how this is related.
No, it's not. But you notice that Pat's here, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
He's just not here.
He's just, we don't know. Like he
we
was
legit-
like his message was well, oh wait, he did text.
Oh, he did?
Still at work, man. He says, Jason, be able to stand zero chance of getting out before show today.
Huh. How's that? How the hell is that?
I don't know. And then you're like, Pat, show tonight? Still at work, man. Still at work. Well, I just added the second still at work. I was really just repeating that, because reasons.
Emphasis.
Emphasis on the wrong syllable. All right.
I did find out how easy it is to change the screen on a Chromebook.
You did?
I
Did you
did.
break your Chromebook
I don't have a Chromebook.
anymore?
Well, no. my
You're like, not easy. That's why I don't have it.
stepchildren have Chromebooks to do their homework and other such school things.
That's good because they're inexpensive. They're usually fairly tough, and if they break it, you only have to take one of their arms.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was working fine, and all of a sudden it's like, something happened with the screen. I'm like, let me see, and it's the obvious something broke here, and the whole thing.
Right.
So you can still see the screen like this.
Oh, great.
I'm like,
Nailed it.
yeah. All
So
right.
how difficult is it to replace?
All right, Amazon, what do you got
All right.
for me? All right, $26 next day delivery.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No. And
Is
I'm
this
like,
a little ribbon connector or something like that?
it's a little 30 pin,
Yeah.
and legitimately, there's like a little wire
Uh-huh.
that's like clips down that you
Yep.
just pop up, and you just go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Pop it out, 4 screws,
Nice.
swap, reverse what you just did.
Cool. All right.
The hardest part was getting the trim piece
Uh-huh.
of the screen off.
Because it's glued in there.
No, it's not. It just snaps.
Okay.
Legit just
It
snaps.
just
snap, snap, snap.
breaks right out. No.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of, like, on
Mm-hmm.
the screen, just kind of get your fingers under there and go pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the bottom part, because, you know, as it, like, rounds down for where it hinges.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of, like, in... Just the way it's situated to get to little pop parts
Right.
was not the easiest.
I would imagine would be. You need
No, but I finally
you
got
need
it.
a little spudger.
I did have a little spudger because
Okay.
then I remembered I got an Amazon Basics, not a sponsor, cell
Toolkit.
phone repair kit.
There you go.
It was like on sale for like $8 or something. I'm
Nailed
like,
it.
fuck, it can't hurt to have that laying around. So I bought that a while ago, and yeah, next day, screen's here, swappy. Put it in there. He doesn't. I don't even think he realizes it's fixed yet.
Nice.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, it's very simple.
You know what else I did this week?
Tell me.
I added ventilation to my workshop. So you know what the
For all of your farts.
yes. You know what the great thing about the proliferation of weed is?
What did I tell you about using big words?
Proliferation.
Stop.
Okay.
Small words.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know what the great thing about the spread of weed is?
Tell me.
There's a lot more ventilation fans for a lot cheaper on Amazon now. So I put another 4-inch hole in the baseboard there for ventilation, and it's like this giant, like, it has a 6-inch vent, and I put a 4-inch adapter on it, and it's like, and now there's this continual airflow from the back of the workshop for it. It's great.
Is that what that little fan was I saw?
No,
On the floor?
no. Well, it was that, and then I got a big one.
Oh, good.
Yes. Now it's very nice. And now I just got one of those Wi-Fi switches so I can turn it on and off remotely. So it's like when I go there and I look at it, and because the sun's out and the workshop's heating up and it's 100 degrees, I can be like, not anymore.
Yay, now it's 98.
Exactly.
I'm going to look up something while you're talking about your ventilation system.
I'm really.
But
done.
you do have...
I'm done talking about the ventilation system now.
Good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
But I do have to admit that you have a hell of a nice workshop set up there.
I'm thrilled with it. It's really nice. It's a great little getaway too,
It is.
where I can just be like,
Because you have so much to get away from.
I can just focus. Like, that's the one thing I love about this blanket is it's like the world's largest Lego kit, where I can just like focus. Like, instead of like thinking and making decisions and continually like I've got it, I
the
can just be like
humanity.
step 57, step 58, step 59. Goddamn screw! Step 60.
Which I'm sure you're
Step
actually...
58. What?
I'm sure you're going to be yelling that a lot,
Yeah.
too.
Yep, it's true. So there's that. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Now, do you have Bob Ross in the background just talking about happy trees and stuff?
No,
to
I
keep
still
you
go to
calm?
bed. No, because I don't want to fall asleep. But if I wake up at 3 in the morning, Bob Ross is coming on. And he's put me right back to sleep. Absolutely, we're painting mountains. We're painting mountains. A few happy little trees. There might even be a lake there. Little crimson in the sky. A little phthalo blue for a sky there. It just blends in, makes a nice purple.
I like it.
Bang.
All right, so...
All right.
Let's see. I'm just going to...
Did you watch any of the finales for NHL or NBA?
I know NHL, the Blues won their first franchise ever.
Yep.
Well, first ever Stanley Cup
Stanley
in
Cup,
franchise
yeah.
history. I don't know what the hell's happening in the NBA.
The Toronto Raptors won.
Did they?
They did.
Well, good for them.
So, like, Canada lost their shit. They celebrated by politely high-fiving each and every person in the crowd. We're very excited, eh? Actually, they burned down Vancouver.
Hey.
No,
Good team.
yes.
Yeah,
Well,
but then the
that's-
mayor of Vancouver just forgive them, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. Well, that's the thing is there's only one NBA team in Canada.
Hey.
Now that you
And
you
it
think
happens
of
to
it,
be the
you're like, there
Toronto
isn't
Raptors.
another what?
And it happens to be the Toronto
It's
Raptors.
Toronto, so there's no other one. So it's like
Okay.
everyone in Canada is behind one basketball team. Can you imagine if everyone in the United States liked like the Lakers?
Now, here's a
Oh,
question.
wait, they do. Weirdos.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah?
And this brings up a topic.
Uh-huh.
Now,
That's usually how conversations on shows
that's
work.
very true. So we've always been very good friends with Canada. They're
Yep.
our little hat.
Yep.
we don't
Except for
have.
the War of 1812, but details.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Uh-huh.
That's in the past.
Yeah.
Not so great relations with Mexico.
Okay.
However, in the National Basketball Association and National Hockey League
Uh-huh.
nation, our nation,
Uh-huh.
there's still teams from Canada in those leagues.
Yes.
And even Major League Baseball, which doesn't say national, so
Right.
they can be international technically.
Uh-huh.
Well, why wouldn't Mexico want to jump in on that bandwagon too?
They might want to, but they don't have the financial... they don't necessarily have the financial...
Backing?
Yeah, so there's a couple... Like, you think about any sports league, right? There are two main kind of pillars to that. There are the media rights to that. So...
well, we got Telemundo, so that's okay.
In Mexico it would be different. But
Doesn't matter.
Telemundo, whatever.
This is my story.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. There's the broadcast rights in the United States of that team, and then there's the broadcast rights in Mexico of that team now. And you're also talking about what you can get for ticket sales for that particular location. Now, if you kind of do a market study in Canada, you can still, for courtside seats, I'm sure you can still probably get a pretty penny. However, in Mexico, where...
A kilo of cocaine and $5,000, you can probably get anything you want.
Wow. Where...
I'm just quoting our president, so
That's
you can't blame me.
Not a great start.
It's not a great start, but you can't blame me.
It's not even a good finish. It's not even something for good for in the middle.
Well...
But you think about what the average people pay for average prices to go see something like a soccer game or something like that.
But that's the international sport.
Right, yeah. Plus, basketball is not as big in Mexico. It's much bigger in Europe. So, like Greek leagues, Italian, Spanish leagues, there's actually you'll find a lot of players going over there and playing for quite a bit of money. Even the Middle East, basketball is a very big sport. It's just not as big as an installed fan base.
What about American
Mexico.
football?
What's that?
Around the world. I know the Canadian Football League exists. We have the NFL.
They're trying to spread a little bit. You see, like the
Well, they played games over in the UK.
Yeah, they're really. I don't know. Has there been?
And
any,
they packed the freaking stands too for it.
But the thing of it is like people look at American football and they would go like, "That's nice. We'd rather watch."
That's pansy rugby.
That's pansy rugby. We'd rather watch rugby, which is all over Europe and everywhere else. So they'll just watch that instead. So,
yeah, but still, when the NFL goes over there, the stands are packed.
Yeah, but that's like a spectacle. That's like if, like, the two, like, Manchester United and Chelsea decided to play in New York City, right? Yeah, if they come over here for a game, you're going to pack the stadium. But, if they're playing there,
Well, especially because they'll be playing on Fifth Avenue because there's no soccer.
But then
field.
you look at like an MLS game where, don't get me wrong, it's great soccer, but you're not gonna fill a Wembley Stadium size stadium for MLS. It just doesn't happen.
Oh God, I got you wrong.
What?
No, nothing. I was just whatever you say. Don't get me wrong. That's trouble.
Oh, don't get me wrong. No, I mean, don't get me wrong, but like it. Unless it's the championship game, you're not filling 30,000 seats for an MLS game. I mean, Doug, am I incorrect on that?
You're right.
I mean, most of those stadiums are 12,000 or less. They're not that big. They do have fervent fan followings, but like I said, unless it's like that spectacle, you're not. There you go.
All right, so let's switch gears. Let's
Okay.
talk about a little tech news.
Okay.
Now, if you've been following,
And I have.
is E3 on now?
I think it's over
Is it over already?
or close to over.
So Xbox,
It's
well,
over,
Microsoft came out and announced Xbox Project Scarlet, which is going to be
What is it, Jay?
basically the Xbox 2. It's the next generation Xbox.
Now, aren't they supposed to also have some sort of cloud gaming platform?
Yeah, it's called xCloud. Very
Okay.
non-inventive.
Yeah, that's
But
very creative.
I haven't read much about that yet, but I'm sure now that E3 is wound down, more will be coming out.
Sure.
But basically, they're saying with xCloud, you can, much like
Stadia from Google.
yeah, Google Stadia, it's going to be the same thing
Is it
basically.
Stadia or Stadia?
Stadium.
Perfect.
I'm just trying to tie it all in.
Nailed it.
Nice. They're trying to say anything Microsoft, you can just load it up and start playing.
That's very interesting to me, and it's really mostly interesting because of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
They announced a new one. I'm really, yeah, it got me.
So you're buying an Xbox 22.
Yeah, well, if I can play, like, if I could play Microsoft Flight Simulator on my phone, like through the cloud, that would be bloody amazing. That would be. It would be great.
I don't know how you're going to have all the controls you need in a flight simulator, but
I have a little SteelSeries microcontroller.
yeah, you need a lot of keyboard commands for the flight
Do
simulator.
you though?
You do.
Do you?
Because you have a lot of your
Here's
flaps and your landing gear and
It depends on how in depth I'm getting.
dump the shitter.
That's how it works in a Cessna.
Take this farm.
Yes.
Blue water.
Lower the flaps, turn on carb heat, dump the shitter. Great.
It's funny. Very amusing.
Yep.
So, all right. So,
Make your radio call. I have dumped the shitter.
Code Brown.
Code Brown.
So let's do a little comparison of the PS5, which was announced a little bit ago now.
Okay.
And by a little bit, I mean like 3 weeks.
Sure.
Versus Project Scarlet. So PlayStation 5 will run off a custom-built version of the 3rd gen AMD Ryzen chip,
Okay.
packing an 8-core processor with the company's new Zen 2 architecture and Navi graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically going into
Next gen.
no.
Pandora.
Yes.
There you go.
It's a system that'll be able to support ray tracing. What is ray tracing?
So
So you take a picture of Ray Fuller and you trace him.
yes, that's it. No, that's
That's
really
it.
it. That's it. You
I
nailed it.
nailed it.
No, ray tracing is all right. So we have these lights right here above us, right?
You sure do, and all of its standard definition goodness.
It is. Now those lights come down, and that light impacts us
In
and,
the face.
and essentially how that illuminates us is what the camera sees, but that's not all that we see. Now, if those were
But wait, there's more.
Now, also, that light reflects off of us. It reflects off the table, and it also hits the curtain. Or light hitting me also reflects off and hits you, which then reflects off, etc. And there are kind of each one of those hops is the number of kind of like the multiple of ray tracing. So,
So is it like Indiana Jones with the whole mirror thing when they're like, oh, look at this.
kind of.
Yay.
But it's
Horrible
basically
reference.
how light from the original source reflects off of all of the objects in the room to illuminate other objects and itself again, depending on how it reflects.
Haven't they been doing that since like the N64?
Not really, no.
No?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
You can do things like what are called bacon light maps, which is a lot of faking it.
bacon.
But ray tracing is usually very processor intensive. It's difficult, and it looks amazing. Because it looks much more true to real life, because that's how light actually works.
Yeah.
Because you have a photon come off and goes, patoo, you know,
All the time.
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So that's cool that they're integrating that. But that's very, very GPU intensive.
Sony has also talked of the console setting a new quote-unquote gold standard in immersive 3D audio, particularly for those using a headset while playing.
Cool.
The PS5 will also support screen resolutions of up to 8K, far higher than the standard 1080p HD that most televisions have, let alone
Great.
4K.
However, is it 8K 120 hertz or?
It'll also work at 120 hertz refresh rates.
Yeah, but not at 8K. It doesn't say that, but it won't.
You don't know.
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm positive. Good talk.
Great talk. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I missed. Perhaps the most interesting element of the Sony build is the commitment to using SSD or solid-state drive storage,
Hot damn.
which I
about
can't
time.
believe. Yeah, more people haven't jumped to.
Yeah.
The solid-state
Why
drive.
is anyone selling computers with like your primary drive as a spin drive now?
Well, they have hybrid drives now.
Oh, it doesn't count. It's
No,
like a
it's-
hybrid car. It's stupid.
The solid-state drive in the PS5 will again be a custom-built piece of hardware, and Sony has already been showing off its technical prowess with a demo of its existing Spider-Man PS4 game. On PS5 hardware, the game is able to race around in incredibly detailed New York City at incredibly high speeds, without any delay in geometry loading or texture streaming, something that would never be possible in the PS4.
Here's the thing, and this is the thing about game consoles now, is all of the hardware is always so specialized and built and optimized particularly for each console that really the proof is in what the developers are able to pull out of that standard set of hardware, later on. You can throw all the specs you want against a wall, and it doesn't mean anything until games come along. It doesn't. It means practically nothing. It's like, we've got 27 teraflops of processing with ray tracing up to 8K. And it's gonna be the bestest ever. Look how awesome this game looks.
Well,
But really, until the actual games come out for the console and developers have time to spend try and pull all the performance they can out of it, you'll never really know what it can do.
It's the equivalent to having like a McLaren P1. And it's like, look how fast this thing can go. Look at the engine, and it can go like 280 miles an hour, and then you put a 2-speed transmission in it. It's like, it can go 280, but the transmission's only allowed to get to 80.
Yeah. So
guess what? You're kind of stuck going this fast.
Really what it comes down to is they're just trying to prove, like, we're putting some really expensive shit in there.
Yeah.
And then you just let the developers go nuts.
If they decide to go.
Yeah,
nuts.
it's deciding us.
So
How about to the Xbox Scarlet?
So let's go to Scarlet.
Is that the official name of it, or is that their code name?
I think that's the code name. I think it's really just
Okay.
going to be the Xbox 2.
Okay. Even though technically it's the Xbox 3. No, it's the
No,
Xbox
it's the
4.
Xbox 4.
Right. It's not going to be confusing because you have Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox 2.
Xbox One, One S, One
Right.
X, and now 2.
Great.
So I'll just call it the 2. So the 2 is also going to use a custom AMD internals using the same Zen 2 and Navi structure of the PS5, making it 4 times more powerful than the current Xbox One X. Which
Which, great.
is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
It's a lot of ponies under the hood.
sure.
It too will be able to run content, if not games, at an 8K resolution, and 2 will support 120 Hz refresh rates.
Sure it will.
The Xbox 2 will match the PS5 by offering ray tracing capabilities, and it'll have a solid-state drive as well. Here, also used as virtual RAM to lift load times up by 40 times.
Yay.
That's good.
Yay.
Good. Standard RAM will be one of the GDDR6 variety, and an amount yet to be determined.
All right.
So what is GDDR6?
Goddamn doodly RAM. No.
God damn it, diddly.
It's graphics RAM.
Oh. So
And-
graphics. What is it, double density?
Yeah, graphics double density. Yeah.
6.
6,
many.
which just means it's faster than GDDR5,
4, 3,
3,
2,
2, 1, yeah, so on. Yeah, that's all it is.
The Xbox 2 will also be backwards compatible with the Xbox One, supporting hardware accessories.
That's
meaning
important.
that you won't have to rush out and buy new pads and headsets to accompany the console at launch.
I'm actually thrilled about. So it's like, okay, if you make a better controller, I'll go out. Because here's the thing about controllers is I feel like every time they come out with a new console, they have a need to we need to redesign the controller. But they've gotten to the point where the PlayStation controller and the Xbox controller are like, no,
We're good.
these are really good. If you come out with something better and I really like it, I'll get it. Please stop shoving the new fucking controller down my throat.
Well, you got the Elite controller,
I did.
which is just a souped-up version of the normal one.
It is, and it's great, except for it has, because it's designed to be customizable. So the thumbsticks and all, and the certain things are magnetically attached, which means they come off and get lost
I'm hoping not easily.
very easily.
Oh, well, that seems like a flaw in the design.
I'm practically ready to just glue the fuckers on there. Really, it's that
Why
bad.
don't you just put stronger magnets in there?
Because they're built into it. It's not possible.
If you find a flat enough, strong enough magnet.
But then it won't be the right height and it won't fit right. So, long story short, it's a great controller, but that is annoying as shit. I have no clue how their new Pro 2 controller is, if that's the same problem.
And if you're a sucker for buying boxed games over making digital purchases, it's already confirmed to have a physical disk drive included. Which means you can also watch all your DVDs and HD, DVD,
Great.
LMNOPs.
I think that's nice because I can throw my old games that are still on disc in there. I think that's good, but outside of that, I'm not going to have a whole lot of utility for it. I don't watch Blu-rays. I have a Blu-ray drive and don't do anything with it.
So here's the rumor mill.
Uh-huh.
It's worth mentioning that rumors surrounding the Xbox Project Scarlet, or Xbox 2, have also involved the possibilities of there being 2 complementary consoles launched, codenamed Anaconda and Lockhart.
Okay.
The theory here is that the former will be a high-end machine, likely what's described above, while the latter will be a budget option focusing on streaming. At this stage, however, they remain merely rumors, as Microsoft has yet to confirm or deny the existence of the Duo.
When are these all supposed to be released? So,
Oh,
like
they
holiday
do-
season next year? It's got to be 2020. It's not. It can't possibly be this year, is
Holiday 2020.
it? Yeah, it's too early. When did Xbox One and PS4 come out? Those have been out for a while, haven't they?
The
Yep.
Xbox One?
Yeah.
The Xbox One actually got released when we were in Hawaii. And it was either 11 or 13. I think it was 11.
Yeah, it's been like 8 years. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's like an old car at this point.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I thought they were going to tell me about xCloud.
No.
They're not.
You know, still the Google Stadia is still very interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm quite interesting to see. I mean,
They have like a Founders Edition, which is going to be $130
I
out this
actually have a
fall.
story on it.
Yeah, you want to...
Yeah, let me go find it.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar,
Brad's going to tell you the story right now.
well, I'll just give you the brief overview of what it is, because you're not explaining that, are you? Or are you?
I don't know.
All right, well, Google Stadia is gaming in the cloud. So instead of necessarily needing a console, like a physical hardware,
Load my thing.
that is rendering the graphics locally on a piece of machinery connected to your TV,
Machine.
when you're playing a game, your game console is actually part of a giant server located at one of Google's server farms. And if you have a fast enough connection with low enough latency, you can play video games right through like an Amazon Fire TV or certain phones or other devices, potentially, hopefully, like an iPhone or something someday, so that you could theoretically game from anywhere, from any piece of hardware that's capable of the streaming aspect rather than actually rendering the graphics, because all of that rendering of graphics is being done remotely. And to
So-
me, that's very cool, because you can just subscribe to it, and for instance, next week when I'm on a work trip, I can go and I can, from the hotel room at night, and be like, I'm just going to fire up some Gears of War 5, right? Something like that, where I can
Coming
just go play.
soon.
Coming soon. That's interesting to me. Just because, none of us need more pieces of hardware just sitting on our shelf, just kind of collecting dust for
I
six
do.
days and 20 hours out of the week.
I do.
Do you, though?
No.
Dude.
So Stadia,
Mm-hmm.
Google thing.
Yep.
Google thing is being released in November this year.
Yep.
It will launch at $130 for the Founders Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The pack available to pre-order right meow.
Is it really?
Right meow.
Right, meow?
Meow.
Meow. Meow, meow.
Will come with a Chromecast Ultra Puck,
Ooh.
a limited edition Night Blue controller, first dibs, quote unquote, on a Stadia username, and 2 3-month Stadia Pro subscriptions. So you can give one to a friend. Or just keep them both for yourself, because
I'm
fuck
a
that
greedy
guy.
bastard.
Exactly.
Yep.
Stadia Pro will otherwise cost $10 a month and grants you access to Google's library of up to 4K resolution and 60 frames per second with HDR and 5.1 surround.
Ooh la la. What are the devices it works on at launch?
I don't know.
I don't think any of them was going to be the iPhone, unfortunately.
It's down here. We're getting there.
Okay.
They announced the first wave of Stadia launch titles. Guess what they are? No, that's not cool. These are Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2,
Blip.
Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, or Doom from 2016.
Sure.
Rage 2,
Okay.
The Elder Scrolls Online, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Destiny 2, Get Packed, Grid, Metro Exodus, Thumper. I think that's the bunny from Bambi, isn't it?
I'm looking up the game.
No, it's just the rabbit from
Well,
Thumper.
you're right, yes, but yeah.
Farming Simulator 19.
Oh, yeah!
Well, hey, there's an esports league for it, so...
That's sad.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Okay.
Power Rangers Battle for the Grid,
Okay.
Football Manager,
All right.
Samurai Showdown, Final Fantasy 15, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Eating Lunch with the Tomb Raider, NBA 2K, Borderlands 3. Well, you found something.
I found it just looks like some weird Tron thing.
Looks like Star Fox on steroids.
On acid.
Cool.
All right.
Guilt, Mortal Kombat 11, Darksiders Genesis, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Just Dance, which I don't know how you're going to do that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that you need a pad or a Kinect so it sees what you're doing?
I don't know.
Well, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Trials Rising, and The Crew 2.
Okay.
Destiny 2 will come with the base game, all previous add-ons, the new Shadowkeep expansion, and the annual pass. And, just as reported by Kotaku the other day, it will be possible to transfer your Guardian from a PC, Xbox One, or PS4 copy. All these games will be joined by yet-to-be-announced software from Capcom, EA, and Rockstar Games. An active Stadia Google Thing Pro subscription will also give you exclusive discounts on games for purchase. Google explained, similar to PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold. If Stadia Google Thing Pro sounds too expensive, fear not. Google will offer a Stadia base service next year that lets you buy and keep individual games. These purchases will be capped at 1080p resolution and 60 frames per second with stereo sound.
All right.
So no surround for your bitch ass.
Bummer.
Still, it could be a decent option if you already pay for a bunch of game-related subscriptions, PS Plus, Xbox Game Pass, EA Access, and the like, and are unsure about going all in on Stadia Pro.
You know, it's interesting. When is the Xbox One supposed to come out?
I think PS and Xbox are both the holiday next year.
The Google's Xbox's online service.
Oh, the xCloud? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That I'd have to look.
All right. Well, you keep going with your next news story because I'm gonna look for that.
Well, there's only one other one after this. So.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It really is. But I can't go looking for home theaters.
Okay.
Because it'll give us something to talk about. Google Thing will be available in the following countries at launch. Ready? If you're going to the following countries on business, you're okay. Us.
And?
U.S.
And?
Canada.
Okay.
UK.
Okay.
Ireland.
Uh-huh.
Wee.
Uh-huh.
Blitzkrieg.
Okay.
Pizza. Italy.
Oh. It's like, what?
Se habla español.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
The Spain one.
Okay.
The motherland of.
Okay.
The Netherlands.
Uh-huh.
Yummy chocolate.
The Ivory Coast?
Belgium.
Oh. Well, I associate chocolate with the Ivory Coast, considering that's where most of our cacao comes from.
Denmark.
Okay.
Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Norway. And the land of fish.
Iceland? Japan?
Finland.
Oh. Well, that's not really...
You will be able to play through the aforementioned Chromecast Ultra, a regular Chrome browser on any computer, or a Pixel 3 or 3a smartphone. Google says the platform will be expanded to other phones over time and presumably other hardware.
Mm-hmm.
And are sadly second and last because they're making this better and they've done this and blah-de-blah. And I'm like, I don't know how many stories of this I can read because they did this and this person's no longer carrying that. And it was really just horrible.
Okay.
It's a Couchcation!
Ooh, Couchcation!
Which we have not been on in quite some time.
That's true. Where is it, Jay?
It is inside the house of Anne Frank.
Well, that's almost depressing.
It is.
A little bit.
But she was alive when she was there.
Yes, but not when Google was there.
Not when Google was there.
Long dead.
How long?
Ooh, about 75 years, 76 years.
So they're over it.
Too soon.
Not too soon. They're
Not
over
too
it.
soon. Yeah,
75
all
years.
right, anyways.
It's 3/4 of a century.
Uh-huh.
So 2 days ago, June 12th, was the 90th birthday of Anne Frank.
Yep.
And to mark the occasion, Google is letting you step into the childhood home of the diarist. I guess that's a word.
Okay.
A virtual exhibit in the Art and Culture app and website takes you inside, oh Jesus, Merwettaplein.
Gesundheit.
Merwettaplein? Yeah, thank you. 37-2 in Amsterdam. You can also explore the space through an indoor version of Street View. View? Cool. All the 1930s-styled rooms of the home, which is now a temporary home and workspace for refugee writers, that's closed to the public, are viewable. Because when I think of Anne Frank's home, I think of refugee writers needing somewhere to crash. Google worked with the Anne Frank House nonprofit on the project, which includes the only video known to exist of Frank, which was captured by chance as she looked out of her window at some newlyweds walking around, which they actually had a link to the video, and I'm like, hey, look at that, there
Okay.
she is. Along with the only known photo of her parents and sister. It also includes documents and insights from people who knew her, as well as details about her legacy and the publication of her famed diary. So there's your couchcation.
Here's some interesting stories.
Ooh, tell
with
me. I'm going to go
some-
look up the
a
other
local
thing.
flair. The Stanley Cup Series is over. They're, of course, celebrating in St. Louis. Governor Mike Parson turned on the blue lights to the Missouri State Capitol Dome on Thursday night, and Dunkin' Donuts gave away free coffee all day there.
Hey.
But that wasn't all, especially if you made a bet on the series at Six Flags New England,
Hey, that's us.
where they bet on the Bruins. They'll have to rename their Thunderbolt wooden roller coaster to Thunder Blues for a day, with a Blues flag hoisted to the top of the ride.
Really?
Yep. And anybody with a Missouri ID, so if you are watching this right now and you have a Missouri ID, gets into the park free from June 17th to June 23rd. So if you have a Missouri ID, you get into Six Flags New England free from June 17th to June 23rd. New England, Six Flags New England will also serve traditional St. Louis gooey butter cake to the first 100 guests on Monday, and will also send Boston cream donuts, New England clam chowder, and Boston baked beans to St. Louis. And let's not forget, like, who are they sending them to in St. Louis? Or is it like some big package with like baked beans coming out of the bottom, just like St. Louis scrawled in crayon with just a bunch of stamps at the top? I mean, and of course, let's not forget about the big parade in downtown St. Louis, which will be happening tomorrow, Saturday at noon.
That is tomorrow.
Yep. Hey, this is something we're familiar with. Food trucks. So the Detroit Free Press says that more than 120 food trucks
That's it.
from Detroit and beyond are expected at the city's River Day celebration, which takes place June 21st through 23rd at West Riverfront Park.
So 3 days.
Yes, the Guinness World Record for food trucks is 120 food trucks, which gathered in March 2014 at the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa during a 2-day food truck rally. We'll see if more food trucks show up for the Detroit festivities.
Wait a minute, this is a record that could be broken and we haven't tried yet?
We would have no place to put them. Like, literally, we would have... we could try. Yeah. It's...
I'm thinking with all the... I mean, everybody
Yeah.
would have to park over there, but all the room you have throughout everything, classic car, everything,
You'd have no room for anything else.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're breaking a record here.
That I guess.
When you get that many food trucks and you say we are trying to break a world record,
Yep.
you're going to draw some attention.
That's true. By the way, speaking of interesting trucks, look for a Toy Story 4 themed RV traveling across America this summer.
Where is it right now?
Well, there'll be a pair of film ambassadors on hand to share details about all those fan favorite characters, including Woody, Buzz, and Bo Peep, as well as the new characters in the latest movie, including Forky, Bunny Ducky, and Duke Kaboom, who is voiced by...
You?
No,
I don't know.
Keanu Reeves. Whoa, yeah.
Does he know Kung Fu?
He does. The RV is traveling from coast to coast. Will stop in 20 cities, including Los Angeles, Dallas, Miami, Atlanta, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago, Denver, and more. What's the more? All right, now I'm looking this up
More.
because I feel like we need to know if they're stopping close. There's 20 cities that that could be. All right, hold on. Toy
So it could be as close as West Virginia.
Story RV.
Locations.
Hold on. Toy Story RV. Which cities is it going to? It's not saying. There's a news story. It's apparently visiting Kansas City. In Kansas.
Eh?
Give me the full list. It's not giving me the full list.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Would you like to go to home theaters?
In a second.
Okay.
Please stand by. So, good news for you people who are too busy to go through the drive-thru window at McDonald's. Beginning this summer, Uber says they'll start delivering Mickey D's by drone.
So wait, they're already doing helicopter flights from New York to other parts of New York, and now they're going to deliver your McDonald's.
Apparently. Uber says they'll start delivering Mickey D's by drone. We're not kidding. Bloomberg News reports there'll be service starting in the San Diego area as soon as they can get clearance from the FAA. But don't look for the drone to drop lunch or dinner on your doorstep. Instead, the drones will apparently have a fly to a designated zone where a courier will pick up the food and bring it to your house. That is boring. I want it dropping like fries on my lawn, and then seagulls come down, and it's like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Also, interesting story. Archaeologists are now claiming that Chinese people were smoking cannabis at least 2,500 years ago. Yesterday's London Guardian has a report which says residues of high-potency cannabis were found in ancient wooden incense burners at a burial ground in the mountains of western China. So when you buried Mom and Pop in ancient China, everybody had a good time, apparently. Well, actually, maybe not. In fact, the scientists also found some skeletons which had holes in their skulls or cuts in the wrong place and broken bones, which may have meant that some of the deaths were sacrifices to the gods. I, of course, prefer to believe the former.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Interesting note. So with the St. Louis Blues, championship, there's always that one guy. Axios Sports reports an interesting follow-up. Back in January, during a visit to Las Vegas, a Blues fan bet $400 that they'd win the Stanley Cup. Today, Scott Barry is $100,000 richer with the 250 to 1 odds that he got.
Wow.
Because they were last in the league in January.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, good on him.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Where does he live?
I'm going to guess probably St. Louis.
Okay.
Or somewhere in the area.
Well, that's fine, because if he lived in Connecticut, he'd come home with $20.
Also true.
Very true.
What do you got coming to home theaters?
All right. So, featured on the Nerdist website, where I get all of our stuff, so give credit to them. On Netflix, already out, came out June 5th, is a anime called A Silent Voice.
Rob's not here to tell us, so
He'd probably just be like, meh,
meh.
so it doesn't matter.
So in that case, I'll go.
Well, here's a little description of it. This lovely anime was released in 2016 as a complete and utter joy. It tells the story of a young girl who was bullied.
Like all animes do.
True. Who was bullied for being deaf, and a relationship with the bully who tries to make up for his actions when they are reunited later in life.
And turned into giant robots.
Probably. Gorgeously animated with a heartfelt story, this is a must-watch for fans of anime and great filmmaking.
Okay.
Let's see. So, full listings. Hulu, June 1. Let's see, anything...
Which is out now.
So the first one is just for fun. Ask Dr. Ruth, a Hulu original documentary.
Okay.
What is your 1 to 10 of... Since you've never seen it, obviously, what is your 1 to 10 on I want to see it, or I would see it?
3 or 4.
Not a doctor, not into snoo talk? From a woman who's probably like 90 by now? Yeah. I've never heard of this, but hey, why not? 100 things to do before high school.
A little late on that one. 0. I've got more important things to do, Jay.
That's true. American Psycho.
Besides, back then, 1 through like 98 was like masturbate, and then like 99 was shower, and 100 was race out the door.
That's true.
Yeah. What was that?
American Psycho.
5.
Behind Enemy Lines.
5.
Let's see. Body of Evidence.
I never did it.
Okay. Let's see. I've heard of Dante's Inferno, but never Dante's Peak. But I guess if you're way down, you can be way up too.
I guess you can. I don't know. Never heard it. Wait, Dante's... I don't know.
Doug?
I don't know. You seen Dante's Peak?
I've heard of it. I can't remember what it is, though.
I have no clue what it is.
Is it about a mountain?
Baby.
Alright. The Devil Wears Prada,
Meh.
which I believe was Anne Hathaway.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Let's see.
I'd care about this more if I cared about stupid things.
That's true. Let's see. All right, here we go. Friday the 13th.
The original?
Number 1.
6.
Number 2.
5.
Number 3.
6.
Number 4.
2.
Number 5.
1.
Number 6.
5.
Number 7.
8.
Now you're getting into the new ones.
I don't know. I don't know which is which.
Well, I would have told you.
It's just some pedophile who's stabbing kids in their dreams. I don't care anymore.
No, that's Freddy Krueger. Freddy
Wait.
Krueger kills you in your dreams. This is Jason Voorhees.
Jason lives.
Wait, then what's the difference?
One kills you in your dreams, one kills you in real life.
I don't care anymore.
When you're 18, getting laid in this old summer camp. All right.
It's all the same guy with the little knifey fingers.
No.
Guy with a machete. He's the hockey man.
Oh, Jason, that one.
Yeah.
I still don't care.
Jason, were you thinking?
Oh, well, I was thinking Freddy Krueger.
Thinking Krueger.
Guess what I still don't care about?
Jason 4. Well, Friday the 13th Part 4 was the final chapter. 5 was A New Beginning. 6 is Jason Lives.
They
7.
can say it's new, but it's all old.
It is.
Excellent.
S-
Lives. The guy acts
J-
serious.
Why don't you use the speaker
Jason,
so
yeah,
people
use
can
the
hear
speaker
you?
So people can hear more.
I apologize. Can you hear me now?
That's
Yep.
a lot better, yes.
What?
The guy actually put some thought into Jason Lives. It has interesting camera angles. It has symbolisma in it.
Wow.
One of the campers is reading "No exit." Get
You-
it? As he approaches.
You're using your $20 words.
Yep.
Symbolisa.
That's a good movie. That one's good. Sorry.
It's when Lisa plays the symbols.
By the way, that 100 Things to Do Before High School was good, and it was a kids show.
Was it?
Yeah,
All right.
it was good though.
All right.
Jason 7 was The New Blood. Jason 8 was Takes Manhattan.
Yes, he took a cruise
Jay-
ship. He took a cruise
With
ship
the
from
Muppets.
upstate New York to Manhattan,
What, down the Hudson?
down the Hudson, which is what,
Oh.
like, what's the Hudson? Like a foot and a half deep.
Yeah,
He
basically.
partnered with the rat from the Muppets to murder everyone on it.
He took a dinghy down the river.
This is about to get good. Keep going.
Yep.
Well, I ran out. That's all I have. 1 through
Oh, you
8.
didn't go to Jason X?
No.
Oh my God, that is such a Brad movie. No, because he's I'm serious about this. He's in space, and no actual science was used.
Oh, even better.
So
So-
seriously, every other second you'd be like,
I'd be having several aneurysms before the end of the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
So he would have claimed his final victim.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought Jason X was a space porn with Vin Diesel.
It basically is.
Okay.
Except with Jason Voorhees.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Independence Day.
5.
Kindergarten Cop.
3.
It is not a tumor.
Not the tumor. To do the chopper, do it now. The 3. Who is your daddy? And
Wait,
does
what? Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The-
Holy.
The
I-
old game show?
Now, I heard they were doing like a movie
In that
based
case,
off.
2. If it's the game show, like 7. Because I just want to laugh at kids who can't put that monkey together correctly.
And he's even yelling, no, that's the bottom part. You
Right.
gotta put that part on the...
No!
It's backwards.
No, you're a retard!
God. Oh, there are some who fucking rocked it like a rock star, just bam, bam, bam. I'm like,
Yep.
smart kid. And the other one's like, I can't get this to work. It's broken. I'm like,
You won't get accepted
Yeah,
to
no.
community college.
how is this even possible? Mission Impossible.
Big 5.
All right.
I'm really mediocre on all these movies. You're going to have to really thrill me here, Jay.
Patriot Games.
6.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
8.
Yeah?
This is a classic.
Good John Candy, Steve.
John Candy, Steve Martin. That is
yeah.
a classic.
Point Break.
0.5.
Oh. Hurt.
Yeah.
Hurts. Private Parts.
4. I feel like Howard Stern is probably more. It's a decent accounting of his early career.
I think he's coming out with a number 2 now. That more in one way.
Yeah.
Reindeer Games.
6.
Revenge of the Nerds 2. Nerds in Paradise.
4. Should be lower, but 4.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Let's do the Time Warp again. Which I'm going to guess is a part 2.
Is that a sequel?
I don't know.
It is like there's the original, which is great, and then the sequel, which if there's a sequel, it's a movie that should not have a sequel.
Meh. Let's see. Wonderland? Wonderland sounds familiar. I'm not sure what it is.
It's like wonderful place. I don't know.
It is.
I don't know what it is. If only Pat were here to tell us.
Pretty good.
How do you know about all these movies?
I don't know. I watch a lot of movies.
Oh, I guess so.
What do you think he
What
does
is
here?
Wonderland?
It's a rom-com about an amusement park.
Rom-com.
Think,
2.
Quasi and Falling in Love.
Why don't you use the microphone?
Sorry.
Think working at Quasi for the summer and falling in love. And that dude from, what's his name? Deadpool. And Deadpool's your boss.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Eh.
Miscast as
Well,
not
wait.
Deadpool.
2 for the movie, an extra half point for Ryan Reynolds, 2.5.
Hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
Are you falling in love with another person at the amusement park or with the amusement park itself?
No, you're falling in love with another person. You're
Oh.
falling in love with the
Wait.
smoochy vampire chick. What's her name from Sunrise Forbidden? What's the teenage vampires?
Kristen, what's her name?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's
her.
the one. The pale one.
1.
So wait, you just took a point and a half away because Kristen Stewart's in it?
Yeah.
Huh. Even the half point you gave because Ryan Reynolds is in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So half for the movie, half for Ryan Reynolds.
It would be more fun if they like fell in love with a roller coaster, and then one day they let their
And
love
then they
be
fought
felt.
over it, and one of them was cut in half.
That-
Tragically.
that's what I was thinking. They fall in love, finally let their love be felt, and all of a sudden someone accidentally hits the on and just slices him in half.
Yeah,
and,
then,
and then the movie's
motion,
over.
Then it's like, ooh, what'd you say?
Oh, that's great. Actually,
Yeah.
never mind. I think I'm thinking of Adventureland. Never mind.
Oh.
Adventureland is the falling in love with Quasi.
In that case, we have no clue what Wonderland is, and we're not even going to look it up because we're too lazy.
Zero.
Zero.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
District 9.
It's a 6. It could be a 7.
What was that one about? It sounds familiar.
It's the one in South Africa, which is like an apartheid kind of parable where it's aliens and
Predators?
no,
Oh.
aliens and white people.
One and the same.
Alien, yeah.
Jackass 3. That was the third movie in the Jackass series.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
You're very
I wasn't-
welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all 4 or 5. I don't know.
All right. Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare, Love. I'm sure it's a great movie. I just don't care about it.
Let's see.
I'm very apathetic about all these goddamn movies. There's nothing that has come to Hulu, which is like,
Wow.
what? What? Is it the actual Legends of the Hidden Temple? Because then I'm
No.
excited.
I don't know that. No, yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Like
June yesterday.
three things just came out that I have not heard of since the 80s and 70s.
Gary Busey,
No, that's 90s.
Cheech Marin,
That's 70s.
and that other guy.
So, First Responders Live, which is like Live PD, I think.
Uh-huh.
Series premiere.
And you're like, tase him! Tase him! Tase him!
Card Sharks. The game. The
Oh,
game show
okay.
Card Sharks.
All right.
Match Game, which has been out with Alec Baldwin hosting. But Press
I
Your
haven't seen that.
Press Your Luck.
That's supposed to be... Aren't they coming up with a new version of that?
I was gonna say,
Well, they came out with
put
an...
into it.
They came out with a new version that was on Game Show Network. It was kind of meh. But now they're coming out...
have the whammies?
I hope so. But now they come out with another one.
Because it doesn't work without the whammies.
But Elizabeth Banks, doesn't she have anything better to do?
Apparently
No.
not.
All right. I guess that was a stupid question. I asked. All right.
If she can be Effie Trinket, then she can be anything. No strings attached.
Don't know what it is.
It's a movie.
Still don't know what it is.
All right. Let's see.
Thrill me, Jay.
I'm
Thrill
trying
me.
to find something that we might have heard of. Family Food Fight. I guess that's a thing. Juliet Naked. I mean, depends on who Juliet is. All right, moving on to Netflix, because that was just Hulu, if you lost track of what the hell we're
Wow,
talking
that's
about.
canceling my subscription.
I did a few months ago. Platoon.
It's a 7.
Let's see, The Dark Knight.
9.
The Phantom of the Opera.
Which one?
Yes.
5.
Fair. AI, Artificial Intelligence.
Oh,
Which I remember hearing about the movie. I don't remember the movie, though. Oh, that's right, because I don't watch movies.
tentative 5.
Okay. Batman Begins.
Is that the one with nipples?
That is how we classify our Batman movies, is with nipples.
Yeah, is that the, which one is that one? Who's the Batman?
Doug?
Yes.
Which Batman is Batman Begins?
Who stars in Batman Begins?
Is that nipple Batman?
I can't remember. Is that
Oh no, that's the first one. That's with Kristen Bale.
Oh.
That's a 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5?
Okay, 5. Nah, 7. That's a 7.
Carrie.
Which one?
Drew?
No, just Carrie. I'm thinking the Stephen King adaptation.
I don't know. Most of the Stephen King adaptations don't turn out well. 3.
Gran Torino.
6? 6 or 7?
Let's see. Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Depends on if you're 4.
Mentally or physically?
Or what?
Yes.
If you're 4 movies.
4 mentally, really. It's all about mental, yeah.
Let's see. The
This-
Black Godfather, evidently that's a thing.
I've never. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
no, I just saw it, I'm like, huh.
Huh. No, like, The Grinch is like, I don't know, it's a half an hour cartoon that was very, very clearly stretched to like 90 minutes barely. It's like, what's the minimum for this to be considered for an Oscar? Why are we even trying to make it that long? It's never going to get an Oscar. Just make it that long.
Now, I watched the first 2 seasons of this, and at the end of season 2, I just kind of lost interest.
Okay.
Designated Survivor.
Oh, it's all right.
Good morning.
Here's the deal. The first few seasons were good.
Well, there's only been 3, so.
No, they're in 4. Are they 3?
Leone?
Yeah.
Alright.
No.
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 It's
Never mind. It's Maggie Q.
yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Maggie Q, actually Irish.
The first season and a half are good,
Yeah, they were.
and then it turns into like an Aaron Sorkin liberal wet dream.
Kinda.
No, definitely.
Yeah. Because at first it's like, okay, the entire Capitol building just...
Yeah, it's
And
like,
then they go into, he's the designated survivor. And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, they have one too. And it's like, okay, they kind of work things out. They get things back online. These are all the hardships they're facing.
Yeah. So it's like West Wing, like we're like, all right. So even if you're not necessarily like, from a political standpoint, from an issue standpoint, even if you don't necessarily agree with like certain positions that the politicians and West Wing, the series took,
Yeah.
you could at least be entertained by it, and see emotional, intellectual value in that. Mm-hmm. Take the emotional and intellectual value of that and do the exact same thing, except remove it for Designated Survivor. So, like, first season and a half of Designated Survivor, like 8.5, 9. After that, solid 4 to 5.
Yeah, because once they got into the, all right, FBI agent with
Right.
being Maggie Q,
Right.
she's trying to find out through the FBI, then
Yeah.
like her boss's kid gets kidnapped because she's
Right.
getting too close. All right, typical
You
storyline.
basically, like, it's just kind of just like preachy isn't the right word, but preachy.
Preachy.
It's really preachy, and it's one of those where it doesn't try and it's not trying to like make a point through creative context and dialogue.
Right.
It's just like, this is the fucking point.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is it, this right here, and we're going to just like, in not even any sort of good context, this is it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like the first, like, and it's just like, what are you doing?
But the thing is that as it started progressing,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, now she has this guy and he can do all the computer stuff. Heck, I'm like, wow, how many other shows has the nerdy person who sits back at home
It
base
just, like-
on a computer and can hack into this
Yeah,
and give you this
it's
info and gets you into the safe and exactly.
Scott Sterling can't. So the first season and a half is like an 8.5, 9. It's one of the best
Yeah,
shows that was on TV.
it really was.
After that, it just took a shitter.
It jumped the
took
shark.
it, like it's just like, and to give you context, like, I'm not taking any sort of political view on it. Like West Wing, like 8 to 9 all the way through all seasons. This one, it drops right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they started getting, stop moving the camera, just widen it out so you have to come back out.
Stop the madness!
This is the first time
time I've been here.
Yeah, that's true. It's usually me shifting around.
That's true. Contents are shifting.
Yep, contents may have shifted, please.
Try and find something else we might have heard or care about.
That being said, I am still watching through the last Designated Survivor because I'm a completionist.
Yeah, no, there's some things where I was just like, nope, this has gone to hell. I am bored out of my mind. The end.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy season 15.
I never got into it, and anything with 15 seasons is
A lot.
about at least 6 seasons too many.
Yeah, but it's been good enough to go for 15 seasons, so.
Has it been?
Is that an ABC show?
I don't know.
Thank you. See, now I want Rob to be here. Well, that's true
Yeah.
in a couple different things,
Yes.
but Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh? Have you ever even seen it?
Nope.
There you go. Don't break your shoes.
It's already broken.
All right. Let's see. The Zookeeper. Never even heard of that.
Oh, that's the one with Matt Damon. Where he owned... Oh, or is that We Own a Zoo?
That's Kevin James, isn't it? You're thinking of we bought a zoo.
Oh, we bought a zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, is Zookeeper Kevin James?
I think it's Kevin James.
Oh, in this case, we're in negative number territory here.
Yes.
Like, yeah, we should be giving that money back.
On to Amazon, June 3rd, Jackass 3D. D.
I don't know.
D.
I don't care. I don't know.
Again, a lot of the stuff on Amazon
I'll-
is just duplicates of what's
I'll
on.
be honest. When I saw the first Jackass theater in the movie, I laughed so hard I nearly pissed myself. So there is that.
Yeah. Juliet Naked still. The Spy Who Dumped Me. That's a parody, I'm sure. Came out last year. Because they actually give years for their shit. A Texas Funeral back in 99. Airplane 2, the sequel.
2.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Airplane 1, 9. Airplane 2, 2.
Oh, good, because Airplane, the first, is next.
Perfect.
So, 9. An American Werewolf in London.
6.
1981 on that.
Yep. Yeah.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, 1997.
7.
Yeah?
It's the first, like, if you can ignore the fact that the other ones exist and you can just take it on, it's like,
Well, at the time they didn't exist. so-
yeah, on its own, yeah, 7. And then when you take into account the other ones exist, you're like, now that you're just bringing them all down.
Blow. 2001.
Screw you too. Oh, sorry. 6.
I don't know what this is, but I just want to say it. Bumblefuck USA, 2011.
Is that a movie about here?
Probably.
Okay. All right, I'm looking that up.
Or
All
at
right,
least,
go on.
or at least Norfolk. Carne the Taco Maker.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Taco.
Nope.
Tacos.
Nope.
God damn it. Let's see. Desperately Seeking Susan, 1985.
No. Bumblefuck USA, a young Dutch woman learns more about herself than she expected when she travels to Iowa to find out why her gay friend committed suicide. 1. With a fart.
1 plus a fart. I don't know what that says about it, but let's see what else we
It's someone's
got.
passion project, and it should have stayed that way.
Well, there you go. God, why don't you have anything good? Good Luck, Chuck.
Still a 1.
We have Into the Blue and then Into the Fire. Investigating Sex.
Eh.
I just get weird mental images. We must investigate sex. There's 2 people screwing. They have somebody with like a magnifying glass. We're investigating.
Uh-huh. Go on. Who's that creepy guy watching us?
Don't mind me. I'm just investigating.
Yep.
Legend of the Sasquatch, because Sand Squatch, not Sasquatch, Sand Squatch, because that's a thing too. God, I've never heard of the Minority Report, 2002. We got an ugh from the control room. We got a meh from Brad. Mission Impossible 3, 2006.
That's the best of the bunch.
Is it really?
Yes, it's awesome.
Not even the newest one?
Well,
Where he's hanging outside of a plane?
He does hang outside of a plane, but he hangs on, unfortunately.
Listen.
I shouldn't say that because I've liked like every movie he's been in. But I gotta laugh.
I know, that was good. Yes. But didn't he, like, do the helicopter stunts in this last movie?
Actually, I haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've seen like the airplane scene and that's it.
Well, I do remember, like, as kind of crazy as Tom Cruise comes off sometimes, you gotta respect the man, because, like, not only did he, like, do a lot of his own stunts, but he's like, oh, we gotta do this helicopter chase scenes that's death-defying through a fucking canyon. Yeah, I guess I'll learn how to stunt fly a helicopter. That's pretty impressive. You gotta give him that.
He's always been a legit badass.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look up the movie Private Lessons from 1981.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
What's it about, dog?
It's a ye old 80s sex comedy.
Okay.
It's a porn.
It's not a porn.
It is a
It
porn.
was R-rated at the time.
It's a porn.
So it'd be PG today.
Yes. And they said rad a lot.
It's
And awesome.
It's a porn.
It's got a 34% on Metacritic and a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Unless it's the director's cut, it was an R-rated movie.
Teenage-
That, of course, was full of 13-year-olds.
Teenager Philip Fillmore is out of school for the summer. His millionaire father is out of town. Oh my God!
Go
really?
on, come on.
His millionaire father is out of town on
It's
business,
not a porn.
and he's got a mansion to himself
Huh.
with the sexy Dutch maid Nicole to keep him company. It sounds like a dream summer until Nicole starts acting strangely familiar toward Philip, who isn't quite sure how to react. Meanwhile, Chef Lester seems to have something up his sleeve as well, which doesn't bode well for poor Philip. Geez, really good movie, really.
Well, it was
From that
funny.
description alone, which they provide,
Yeah. Listen.
this sounds like shit on a shit on a shit on a shingle.
I was just happy to be in an R-rated movie.
Are you just having? Is this the first R movie you ever saw?
It might have been. Although, and this is the truth, I was kept out of the Terminator. That was the one person who the one time checked ID.
Really?
I did not
Son
get
of
into
a
the Terminator.
bitch.
That sucks.
But actually, it was one of the first art. Yeah, that actually foul play maybe in the first. Anyway, this is boring. I liked it. It's not a porn. Why'd you say it was a porn?
Because there is a movie that's either called Private Lessons or Private Lesson that is a porn.
Okay, I mean this was R-rated. If there's a director's cut where they added in
No,
33
this
minutes,
is-
they could.
This is definite, tons of sex, intercourse, see everything. Yeah, it's a definite
Well,
porn.
that's the thing.
It is a thing. All right, moving on because we only have 7 minutes to go.
Wait,
Okay.
I have a question.
We have
go
an
on.
answer.
Would you consider?
We
like,
would.
Scarface, for example.
Right.
Scarface was going to be an X until they cut like everything out of it, and then it became an R. So, would you consider it? Are all X-rated movies porn or no?
No.
No.
Okay. I was just
There
curious.
have been X movies that were just, there's so much gore and violence that
Yeah.
they just had to make it an X.
All right. Just curious.
Rocky.
Original 8,
2,
7,
3,
6,
4,
5.
5,
When did that one come out?
90.
4.
They don't have 6 though. 1 through 5, not 6.
Okay. They get progressively worse until you get to the new ones.
Yeah.
Like Creed and Creed 2 are great.
Romeo and Juliet 2013.
I hate Shakespeare. I
Good
know that's
enough.
blasphemy. I just hate Shakespeare.
Rules of Engagement.
4.
Rush Hour.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right, 6.
Rush Hour 3.
Ooh.
Not 2. Screw 2. 3.
4.
Sleepy Hollow 1999.
4.
Spaceballs.
9.
Yes. Species.
It was good when it came out. 6.
Species 3.
2.
Species The Awakening, which came out after 3. So we're going to
1.
say 4. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky
7.
Bobby.
7. That's the only good Will Ferrell movie. It's just stupid enough to work.
The Silence of the Lambs.
8.
The Sum of All Fears.
It's a 7. All right. While you're doing that, here's some. How about some consumer advice?
That's all I got.
All right.
That we
Father's
know.
Day coming up this weekend.
It is.
Have you gotten your father a gift?
I sure have.
All right.
And he knows what it is because he asked for it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I got my dad tractor service, so there you go. He already knows that.
I guess it's a redneck thing? I
Yep,
don't know.
shoppers are expected to spend an average of around how much this year, do you think?
On their dads?
Yep,
How much is a tie going for nowadays?
$139?
Yes.
In that case, not much.
Oh.
Up from last year's 132 individuals between... So you better tell Max to really pool his allowance.
That he
Really?
doesn't
Yeah.
get.
Nobody spends anywhere close to that.
You better tell him to get his shit together, Doug. Falling behind. That ashtray cost him like $1.50 if he had to pay for the clay and he got it free from school. So, tell Max he's laying down on the job.
True.
Individuals between 25 and 34 years old will be the biggest spenders this year at an average of $188 per person.
Thank God I'm above that demographic.
There 47% of folks plan to shell out for dinner, brunch, or other types of fun activity experience, while clothing and gift cards are a close second and third. Gift cards! God damn it, people. It must be noted, however, that people spent 50% more on mom this year, so we know who the real household favorite is. Over 61% will pop for card for dad as well. Other popular but less frequently given gifts include personal care, automotive accessories, books, music, home improvement, gardening supplies, and sporting goods.
Hooray!
There you go.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
What'd you learn today?
Are we really at that point in the show?
Yeah, we got 3 minutes.
All right. I learned that despite Pat's
Who?
right,
Okay.
he ain't coming.
He might make it.
He won't make it.
He could be here.
He-
It is only
It's
10:26.
not going to happen.
He could be here in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah. By the way, here's a fun story.
Okay.
Amazon said yesterday it'll be closing its Amazon restaurants,
I didn't know
which
they
led
existed.
most of America to say, wait,
What?
Amazon had opened restaurants,
Yeah.
which has been operating in more than 20 cities in America on June 24th. The news caused shares of Grubhub to jump more than 7% earlier today. Uber, which operates Uber Eats as well, saw its stock only rise a fraction. I didn't even know that they had... Really? What? Who?
Got me, dude.
Oh, yeah, I didn't... I had no...
Never heard of it.
Not an idea. Not even a clue.
Not even a remote clue?
So weird.
That's so Raven.
Yeah. Which,
Is that
so what
what-
I learned today?
Is that what you learned?
No, I learned... What did I learn? I learned that Doug has both good and awful taste in movies. Yeah, I definitely learned that. I learned that Jay has a price, and it's whatever his wife says it is.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't know what that is,
No.
but yeah, every person's
I will try to investigate
pride has
that.
a price. Yeah,
I will try to investigate that.
is that kind of like like your free you hear about like the freebie list? It's like you kind of designate that ahead of time, so if it comes up, so that way if someone offers you $50,000 for a nude picture, you know whether or not it's like nope, I'm sorry, you haven't met the reserve.
Pre-approved. I want a little stamp.
You
that
just
says
needed
that.
just carrying around a proof stamp and all the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What'd you learn today?
I don't know.
You know what?
I learned that I got to wait another year and a quarter for the new systems to come out.
I know it's so long, but I'm not playing them now, so it doesn't even
Yeah,
matter.
I mean, I use my Xbox for like TV show apps.
Yep, and that's it.
YouTube, Food Network. I'm really into Iron Chef America.
Are you?
Yeah.
I gotta go. So that's entertaining. That's
It is.
a secret pleasure. Just watching that every once in a while.
The guy who plays the chairman, really cool dude. I'd love to meet him someday.
Yeah.
He just is really, just is cool. And he actually is a martial arts master.
Yes, he is.
He's
'cause
actually, he's been in movies,
considering he just like flips at the beginning of every
That's
episode,
very
that
true.
seems like a bit like.
but he does have a actual, IMDb list of movies he's been in.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
But he's just seems like a really cool dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Dude.
Let's see. That's
Midnight
the
Replay?
copyright. Go watch us at midnight. And
Facebook.com/NSLSTV,
No, no, no.
YouTube.com/NSLSTV, Twitter.com/NSLSTV,
Do it the hard way.
NSLSTV@gmail.com.
Just everything /NSLSTV, you'll find something. Not
Something.
Twitter
So-
because
or
Pat
Instagram.
is a slouch.
Because no one wants to see
Slouch.
pictures of us anyways.
No.
unless you have 50 grand, in which case Jay will entertain offers.
We haven't determined a number yet.
I think if someone put 50 grand in a briefcase and said nude picture now, you'd be like, okay.
But honey, I did it for us.
I think she'd be like,
There's no one that would pay 50 grand for this.
no, there isn't.
There is
No, not no.
No. No, let's all go
You're not
home
running for
and
public office, are you?
masturbate.